For years, the FPS crown has been contested between two titans, Battlefield and Call of Duty, but as we stare down the release of Battlefield 6, the tides are turning. In this deep dive, I'll show you why Battlefield 6 is set to not just challenge, but bury Call of Duty, maybe for good. Let's kick things off with the numbers because numbers don't lie. Battlefield 6's open beta obliterated expectations and for the first time in over a decade, put Battlefield squarely ahead of Call of Duty for sheer player interest. Over 517,000 concurrent players stormed the Battlefield 6 beta on Steam, alone surpassing Call of Duty's all-time Steam peak of 488,000 players. Let that sink in. A beta, not even the full release. The hype didn't stop at Steam, which viewership surged past 850,000 live viewers for Battlefield 6, demolishing almost every past COD record except Warzone, and this is still before full release. Battlefield 6 quickly rocketed to 500,000 wishlists on Steam within 2 days of its reveal. Meanwhile, Call of Duty's numbers are hemorrhaging. Black Ops 6 launched with a promising 33 million players mostly on Game Pass, but even then, the active player base dropped nearly 40% in just 2 months. The most recent player counts show a steady, month-on-month decline. Even big Warzone updates can't arrest the slide for long. Battlefield 6 is clawing back not only its old fan base, but also luring away disgruntled Call of Duty players. This is not a blip or a fluke. This is a franchise making history by overtaking the entrenched king. The numbers are clear. Battlefield 6 has ignited a fire that Call of Duty can't match. Let's get into the heart of it. Innovation. What makes Battlefield 6 more than just another shooter? Battlefield 6 debuts the kinesthetic combat system, a radical overhaul of movement and close-quarters interactions. This isn't just sprint and slide, it's about authentic, tactical motion. Players can lean, crouch sprint, mount weapons, drag and revive teammates under fire, and use advanced vaulting and diving actions that feel natural and weighty. 8. Imagine dragging a fallen comrade behind cover while suppressing enemies' tactics that change the face of firefights. Weapon mechanics have seen similar depth. Mounting your rifle against cover actually reduces recoil, rewarding intelligent use of the environment. Gun recoil is physically modeled with the visual tilt reflecting where your shots will track. Mastering each weapon's rhythm matters here. More than that, classes aren't just labels, they drive playstyles and squad strategy. Whether you're breaching with an assault's ladder, repairing tanks under fire as engineer, or hunting with recons, UAV, call-ins, every role means something. Compare that to Call of Duty's ever-reset meta, where custom loadouts blur lines between archetypes and the focus is on individual stats, not squad cohesion. Battlefield 6 launches with 10 unique game modes from 64-player Conquest and breakthrough to new modes like Escalation, which compresses the battle into increasingly intense firefights as objectives disappear. There's King of the Hill, Payload, an objective-based escort, the Frenetic Rush, and even a confirmed Battle Royale mode coming post-launch. Every mode leverages the new movement and environmental systems for tactical depth. And then there's Battlefield Portal, a creative suite letting players make custom modes, tweak rules, mix map, assets even, recreate old classics. The possibilities are endless and driven by the community something. Call of Duty's matchmaking-centric model doesn't even attempt. One of the most underrated advantages of Battlefield is its incredibly optimized server infrastructure. Whether you're on high-speed fiber or struggling with a modest connection, Battlefield delivers smooth, low-latency gameplay that feels surprisingly stable. The netcat improvements and adaptive matchmaking make it possible for players with weaker internet to still enjoy massive battles without constant lag or rubber band. So, let's bring this home. Battlefield 6 is not just another installment, it's a reckoning. The explosive return of tactical classes, environmental destruction, a revolutionary movement system, and a new era of community-driven content has turned simmering nostalgia into white-hot excitement by focusing on gameplay substance over marketing bells and whistles. Battlefield 6 is set to bury Call of Duty not just in player counts, but in mindshare, innovation, and sheer fun. While COD chases more collaborations, more Battle Pass bling, and more of the same, Battlefield 6 is reclaiming what made shooters legendary: heart-pounding battles, teamwork, and an open canvas for creativity. The market is shifting. The numbers, the community, the influencers, and most importantly, the spirit of FPS innovation are all on Battlefield's side. As October approaches, ask yourself, will you still chase tired streaks and garish skins, or will you take your squad into the mud, the chaos, and the glory of Battlefield? The writing's on the wall. Battlefield 6 isn't just back, it's on top. Call of Duty, it's been a hell of a run, but the real war begins October 10th.